Okay guys, hi, welcome back to the channel. It's just a new channel. It's a noob channel because I'm a noob really to collecting baseball cards. I've been a baseball fan for a lot of years. We're going to be looking at this Allen Ginter blaster box today. Been a baseball fan for 20 odd years, maybe more than that. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. You can see some of my Cubs memorabilia here. I kind of, as I'm doing these first few videos, letting people know a little bit more about me and my baseball journey. So I'm a Cubs fan. Got a couple of things in nice cases there. A signed Matt Shaw debut ball and a ball that PCA threw me when I went to Wrigley. He was out doing batting practice with the rest of the team, and I had a birthday badge on. It was on my birthday, and the tour guide actually pointed this out. I shouted over, and the tour guide pointed to my birthday badge, and he PCA shouted happy birthday and threw me that practice ball. You can see the practice on it, and I wrote the PCA on it just to remind me, as if I'd forget who it came from. And then from that game, actually later that night, in which we beat the Mets, I've got this ball, game used ball. Ian Happ hit that for a double in the bottom of the third, so that was my birthday, and it was amazing to be at Wrigley Field for the first time to see the Cubs and on my birthday, and had a great trip to Chicago. I'll maybe tell you a bit more about that over different videos. So far I've done a video opening one of these blaster boxes. I did get a big hobby box. I wasn't able to make a video of opening that, and in my first ever Allen Ginter hobby box, I got some really great pulls. I got in my first the first ever card I pulled out was a Fergie Jenkins card. So as a Cub fan, that was brilliant. That was the very first card I saw coming out of any Allen Ginter product. Then a couple of my big pulls from that were I got this really nice Mike Trout game used bat piece, and I got this really nice, I could not believe it, in my first Allen Ginter I got one of their new red foil filigrees, which is just a color that just started this year in this one, in this release, and it's actually a numbered card, a 3 out of 5. And like, I know about baseball cards, I just haven't really been collecting them because over here in Northern Ireland, where I'm from, collecting baseball cards in particular has not been a big thing. There's not been a big market in UK for it, or Ireland, for a long time. It's only been recently that that companies over here have started to stock baseball cards in any sort of volume where you can actually get them and start to collect them. So it's a relatively new thing over here. It was so hard to get baseball cards in the past that people just didn't really bother collecting them so much. Also, we have a weird thing in our culture here where sort of collecting cards and like football cards or soccer cards or stickers, it's seen much more as a kid's thing. Like growing up, I collected lots of football stickers, Panini stickers, loads of sticker books like that. But really, you sort of like, over here, it's kind of a thing which kids do up to about the age of 16. And then after that, you don't really see many adults collecting. Now, it's becoming more of a thing more recently. And football cards even weren't much of a thing when I was growing up. It was all stickers. But nowadays, you've got like Topps cards and all, and football cards and that sort of thing. And because of the way Topps do things, it's becoming much more of a collectible thing here now in the United Kingdom and Ireland too. So, yeah, it's much more of a growing thing now as well. So it's nice now that you're able to order them here and get them here, and places are stocking them here now. Still, you would rarely ever walk into any shop anywhere, even like a sports card shop or even a sports shop or like a card shop, and find baseball cards. You just don't really find it. Football cards, yes. Maybe some NFL stuff, maybe NBA. NFL has always been very big here. NBA and baseball, they're a good bit behind, but they are growing. We've got the London series and all for baseball as well now so that's good to see. Anyway, oh yes, a couple other pulls from my first blaster box. I got this really nice Freddie Freeman game used piece of memorabilia from a blaster box, which you're not guaranteed, which was lovely. Oh yeah, and I also got this auto of Shea Wickham rookie card in my first Ginter hobby box. I have another hobby box on the way, so I'll do a video opening it. So yeah, so that's a bit about me. I will open this Allen Ginter blaster box. What I'm going to do with my videos is maybe different to some of the videos where they open up large quantities of things. I'm planning to maybe more do smaller quantities, even with like the I like to, you know, make the moment last in a sense. I like to enjoy it. I don't like to get a hobby box and just blast through it in one sitting. I like to kind of like savor it, open a few packs, and then I kind of do them in maybe groups of 6, because in those hobby boxes you get 24 cards, you know. So, you know, I'll do a group of 6 one day, and then a few days later another group of 6, a few days later another group of 6, and it just makes the hobby box last, you know. I'll do these blaster boxes all in one go, because you only get, like, you get 8 cards, or sorry, 8 packs in them with 6 cards each. So there's our packs to begin with. What I'm also going to do with these videos is just ask a wee question each time, and that is it'll be a baseball related question, and at the minute that is, who's your favorite current player? So for this one, if you want to put a comment of who your favorite current player in your team, whoever that is, then please, you know, comment that. As I said, I'm a Cubs fan. My favorite current player probably is Ian Happ, and I'm delighted to have a ball that he hit, because he's been there for so long. I just really love him. He's maybe, you know, not what he once was, but he's just a great player. I would love to have seen us, you know, win something with him, you know, there, something big. But anyway, he's one of my all-time favorite Cubs, and he's my current favorite player. I mean, there's a couple other ones there I absolutely love too, but if I to choose one current favorite, it's probably Ian Happ. Okay, we've got Cal Ripken Jr. Got Rust. What I like to do too in these things, if anybody else is new to these cards and or collecting cards, I go through some of what it's on it. So what I really like about these old-fashioned looking ones is, you know, the way in which they do their stats in the back. It's like all written in the words rather than just numbers. It's quite nice to be a difference, the statistics over their career. So that's quite nice, and you get their card number and their team, and so on. And then down here at the very bottom, there's a wee number. If it ends in a 15, it's basically, this is just a normal base card, not a short print. This is some guy, Rust. I don't know who this is. Paul Rust, actor, comedian. I don't know if I've seen him in anything. I'm sure he's very funny. And then these like other quirky cards which you get in Allen Ginter, which is great. This is one of the ones I was really excited about collecting when I was going to start doing this, was this, because I just love the look of the old-fashioned cards. It's just so different. I love all of this, you know, this font thing and this way in which they designed it and so on. It's lovely. And then so you got another nice rookie card there of Victor Meza, and again the RC down there for anybody, you know, that denotes it's a rookie card. Got Eckersley here again, Oakland A's, who are now going to be the Las Vegas A's. I always feel that's another thing which in our culture here just does not happen. You do not get sports teams moving, you know, hundreds, and in the States sometimes thousands of miles. And I always really feel bad for the people that have supported those teams, and now they've been going to them, built up memories, going to a ballpark with their families, and now that's just like maybe unreachable for them. I find it really sad. Got a nice little mini card here, Dick Allen. He's number 350 actually, if I'm right. Yep, 350 in the base set, and this is his mini. These are short print minis, because anything numbered 300 and above, whether it's a mini or a full size, is a short print. This is another nice thing you get in these Allen Ginter ones. These wee mini cards, which are a throwback to some of the old tobacco boxes they used to originally come in. And then this nice sweet victory series that they're doing, these inserts, Derek Jeter with the New York Yankees, and that's nice. Some of them are pink, some of them are blue. So that's a nice wee card there. So nothing spectacular in that pack, but I mean it's a blaster box. You know, you're like this. I couldn't get over the fact that I got a relic card of Freddie Freeman from a blaster box, because again, you're not guaranteed. So we'll set our base cards here. We'll set our sweet victories and our minis. We'll get them set up where we can see them. We'll get them into some sort of order. So we will. So yeah, I've been a baseball fan for a long time. Cubs fan. Funny, a Cubs fan in a sense because DJ Hertz. Because oh, right, I'll stop for a minute. So we've got here Alex the Great. So this is a funny one. Again, in Allen Ginter, you get all sorts of quirky characters, quirky cards. You get celebrity cards. You get cards of things like this. Alex the Great. He's a therapy bunny. I've seen things of him online. Wee therapy bunny. Tells you a bit about him on the back. Again, gives you a wee idea of who this is. Maybe why he's in the cards this time. So fun to get that wee Alex the Great card. So we'll set him down there. Got Babe Ruth. I've got a couple of him so far, so I've found him a few times. So he's a bit of a double. We'll put him there anyway. You can see actually in the back. So what I do, I kind of put my main cards that I really like that I've pulled so far up front here. So obviously I've got my Zico Tovar red foil filigree of 5. I've got my Mike Trout bat. I've got Bryan Cranston here. It's just a normal card. It's nothing fancy about it, but I'm a massive Breaking Bad fan, so I was delighted to get him. Then in the background there, behind my hat ball, I've got a silver foil filigree. I've got Babe Ruth again, just because he's a legend. I put him in a sleeve, and I've got a Nick Kurtz chrome in a sleeve. I've got a foil refractor Juan Soto. I saw Juan Soto play live when I saw him against the Mets. Saw him hit a home run. Great player, you know, just a classic or a future Hall of Famer, just amazing player. Freddie Freeman and Shea Wickham. So that's what those ones are lined up for. And look, if I get ones that I think, wow, that's even better, I might replace them and switch them around, that sort of thing. So we got Juan Soto actually here as well. Nice wee mini version of that card. So we'll put him in the minis. And then our other kind of regular insert is the Wicked Curves. So we'll put it under the Sweet Victory. And it highlights different pictures from all across generations. This is Dwight Gooden of the Mets. That's the number 1, so I don't have that one yet. So that's quite nice to get that. That's a new card. Well, most of these have been new so far, actually. I've only got really the Babe Ruth, I think, is a double of what I've got so far. So, yeah. But yes, I'm a Chicago Cubs fan because way back in the early 80s, I couldn't sleep as a child when I was a little kid. And my dad used to have to stay up late nights with me. And he decided, and over here, Channel 4, one of our TV channels, started to show the NFL late at night. So Dad would watch that whilst he's trying to get me to sleep. And at the time, 1984... the Chicago Bears were doing quite well, and then they went to become the 85 Bears that went on to win. And Dad just decided he was going to choose Chicago Bears to be a team that he'd follow. Roberto Clemente, sorry, I said there. Pittsburgh, very good. He started to follow the Chicago Bears, and then, you know, whenever we decided to follow them, then they won and all, it was brilliant. And then we decided just to make kind of like Chicago our sort of American sports team. So we started supporting the Chicago Cubs. And yeah, it was a long time until we saw them win anything in 2016. So a long 30 years. And now look, you couldn't really watch. We had to follow it very by proxy. It was hard to find the scores and that. You could really not see much, many of the games at all. And it's funny, over here, a lot of people have, there's a lot of really big baseball movies that people love, and I'll maybe do a wee thing about that in another video. Like, lots of people love so many of the old classic baseball movies, but yet so many people here would never have watched any baseball or have a baseball team they follow or anything. You know, so it's kind of funny that there's quite a lot of baseball movies, you know, like the Sandlot Kids, like A League of Their Own, you know, the Major League movies that people here, you know, really love. And they're kind of classic movies, and lots of people, you'll say, have you ever seen it? Oh yeah, it's a brilliant movie. But yet, you know, they won't really have known anything about or watch any baseball. But for years you just couldn't. You know, oh brilliant, Matt Shaw. So again, I got my Matt Shaw signed card. I've got a couple of other Topps Matt Shaw cards. I've got a foil of him somewhere, a chrome in one of my binders that I keep. So I'm really pleased to get this Matt Shaw Allen Ginter card. Really nice. I just love the way they do these ones, just the kind of painted effect, the kind of portrait kind of effect. It's just, I just like it. It's just that bit different to your standard, you know, like just photograph, you know. But and the way just the effect looks really nice, kind of throwback, old fashioned, that sort of thing, you know. So that's nice. Glad to get another Cub, especially Matt Shaw. Okay, I've got a Chrome Nix already, so that's another double. Well, I suppose not exactly a double, but I'll put him down here with the celebrities, with Alex the Great, the Bunny Rabbit. But yeah, so people wouldn't really have watched it because you couldn't have watched it much over here, and it was only really then it started to come a wee bit more on a couple of channels. Sky Sports started to show the odd one, and a couple other sports channels would show the odd game, and then the MLB app really changed it. All right, I've got Jax in his normal full-size card. This is a Jax black border mini. So again, slightly rare. You do have to check the back of the minis, and I forgot to check the back of these minis because some of them have A and G backs, and they're slightly less common. And some of them actually have. There's an A and G. There's an A and G back there. You can see the difference. So it's a slightly less common card. And then some of them even have the Brooklyn Bridge in the back, and they're handwritten numbered cards, so they'd be quite valuable and rare to collect. So that's a nice wee black border one. I've got a couple other wee black border minis. and I've got a wee gold border mini. And then last card in this set is another Sweet Victories, and this is the LA Dodgers. I think I've already got that one as well, so we'll put that one down with the Sweet Victories. But yeah, so it's only really been, I'd say, in the past maybe, I don't know, a lot of years. I don't know exactly how long it is since the MLB app came out and you could actually watch loads and loads of games. And then another sports channel here, it's taken on quite a few more of the MLB and Major League Baseball games. So here's a nice one. George Sisler of the St. Louis Browns. And that's a nice old card. And again, I like the way it just lets you know, if you're new into baseball, you know, it's great to get some of these cards that just tell you a wee bit about the history, some of the teams. I mean, this team doesn't even exist anymore as it was then, St. Louis Browns, you know, so it's just nice to get some of these cards that kind of throw back to a different era, different players. You know, I've got my Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, I've got a few others as well, you know, so put in there. Keisha of the Twins, McRae, another rookie card, 2 rookie cards, sorry. There we are, got Don Mattingly of the Giants coming up. Grant McRae hasn't played too much just yet at the Giants. So we've got a nice Don Mattingly. Oh my god, a fish. Get in. So that's a nice one of Mattingly there. So we got this little fish. Another nice quirky little thing about the Allen Ginter ones is, again, they do all sorts of things which aren't baseball related. And I really like these fish cards. I've got one already. I've got a football fish. And then I've got a goblin shark. And it tells you a little bit about it in the background too. I just even like the way the design looks like. It's just nice. And then in the back, it'll give you some facts about this particular fish. So the goblin shark takes its name from its enormous goblin-like nose. Well, there you are. It's an extremely rare creature that lives in the depths of the continental shelf. As a sluggish predator incapable of catching faster prey, the goblin shark wakes up. What's that? Oh, makes up for its lack of speed with extendable jaws to gulp down its victims before they realize they're in danger. Oh, that's a sneaky fish. Wow, sneaky little goblin shark. Wow, there you go. So we'll put the goblin shark. Where will we do? We'll make some room for the goblin shark there. So we shall. Our wicked curves. And our last one, it's an Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I've got a couple of them, I think, already. So there we are. So we've got a goblin shark. Nice to get a fish. They're actually hard to find. I've discovered this in the sense that, you know, the goblin or the fish, the beach in it, which are really nice ones with beaches and all, and the postcard design, they're actually quite hard to come across. You don't really, like, that's only the second, like, I have a full hobby box, and now my second blaster box, that's only the second fish that I've seen. So it's out of a load of packs, and I've got 2 lighthouses, and I've got 2 beaches, so they are quite hard to come across. The Jackson Cheerio, so we do, of the Brewers, the Cubs, one of the Cubs rivals. Oh, I just dropped my mini. Oh, I found it, sorry. We'll come back to it in a minute then. Oh, we've got Torre, I've got a couple of him already. I've got like a foil of him already too. So got Kat Denning, I've got one of her already too. Oh, Rodriguez, I haven't got him. So he's a short print with the 309 number. Another Sweet Victories. Again, another Dodgers one, winning the World Series. And it tells you in the back, you know, which World Series this one's from. This is from the 2024 one. It's another double I've got. Might give some of the doubles away in the future. And another beach. Another beach. And after saying they're hard to find, we get a fish and a beach straight at one after each other. And then there's another, and it does a nice thing in the back. It's designed like the old-fashioned postcards. I grew up in the years when we sent postcards, and sometimes the airmail was so slow. You'd be on holiday, you'd send a postcard to somebody, and you'd get home before the postcard even arrived. You almost had to send your postcard like 2 days into your trip before you'd even done much to tell them about, to guarantee that your postcard arrived home before you got home. Yeah, it's nice. It's a thing of the past these days, postcards. I don't know anybody that sends postcards. Couldn't tell you last time I ever got a postcard. Sadly, another thing of a different era and time. So we'll put our wee beach net above our fish, like that. Nice little beach. Well, what beach was it, actually? I didn't even read what beach it was. South Points Park North, 23rd. It's one of the most well-known and popular beaches. South Beach. Oh, yeah, very nice. Okay, we've just got 2 more packs to go. 2 more packs to go. So again, like when you're opening these ones, I always just look at blaster boxes as, okay, I'm hoping to get some of the base cards I don't have, hoping to find some other nice inserts that I don't have. I'm not really looking for or expecting any, you know, relics. So we've got a foil, we've got a chrome even coming up, or relics or anything out there, or autos. If you get them, it's just a complete bonus. So I don't really go in looking for them really that much. Another nice one. Freddie Freeman. There we go. I don't actually think I've got Freddie Freeman's base card. I've got a second chrome Nick Kurtz. And it is, you can tell it has a different feel to it. So that's my second chrome Nick Kurtz. It's got a different feel to it. It's a shorter print. You can see here again the number code at the end. It's different, so it's a short print card. So we'll put that there. Oh, we've got a gold bordered mini of Alex the Great. Let's see what the back is on it. It's a normal back. And we'll put him up here. Our Wicked Curve Sparky Lyle. That's a double. I've definitely got one of them before. So I don't know what, I'll maybe put my doubles, you know, give them away or something. If the channel grows and I get people following me and people to give things away to, I'll give some of the stuff away to them, you know. So, okay, what have we got next? Last card, last deck, or last pack even. Mathewson now. I'm not sure who this is. Well, Christy Mathewson. He was acquired in 1900. Wow, that's mad to think that was nearly 126 years ago. This guy was doing his thing. I think it's awesome though that some of these sports have been around for so long, and ballparks, well, people have been going to ballparks for so long, enjoying the sports and so on. But yeah, Nolan Arenado, another, I saw him playing for the Cardinals this year at Wrigley Field. I managed to get the 6 games all in one go, because coming all the way from Northern Ireland, you want to make the most of your trip. So I waited and went a week when there was 6 games and a good long homestand. So I saw 3 against the Mets, 3 against the Cardinals. We only won 1 against the Mets, which thankfully was my birthday game, but we won all 3 against the Cardinals. We swept them, so that was fun. And I did the bleachers, and that was great fun as well. I had a brilliant trip. I'll maybe tell you a bit more about it in another thing. Oh my goodness, got another Alex the Great. So I've been looking forward to finding this little bunny, because I haven't seen him in any packs yet. And now in this one pack, I've had a big card version, a mini, and a gold bordered mini. So we've got 3 Alex the Great bunny rabbits now. Definitely have to give one of them out. Licensed Therapy bunny, standard mini. We'll put in there. And we've got one more Sweet Victories in this blaster box. And who is this? Buster Posey of the San Francisco Giants. There we go, in the 2010 World Series win. There we are. Brilliant. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And as I say, remember to put in the comments who your favourite current player of your team is. Thanks for watching.